Hey there, you're listening to The Mighty Mommy with some quick and dirty tips for practical parenting. Listener Lisa wrote in to ask some questions about why her 9-year-old daughter seems to be unappreciative of the things she's been given. At the age of 9, her daughter has already voiced that she feels she's entitled to things she wants and has told her mom that she should buy them for her, even after many items have been removed as punishment for bad behavior. Lisa requested some suggestion and asked, "Is this a phase that we need to wait out?" Well, Lisa, I certainly feel for you. It's a challenge teaching children to understand that they aren't entitled to everything their heart desires. It's definitely something that needs to be learned. We bring children into this world, put clothes on them, feed them, provide them with toys, love, milk, and anything else they need based simply on their cries. When they're little and can't fend for themselves, we take care of them and give them what they need. The key word there is need. And yet, if a child cries for a toy out of reach, we'll grab it for her and put it in her hands. Ah, right there. See how we didn't make her work for it? This doesn't mean that we adults are at fault for bringing up children who expect things to be handed to them, but it does help understand why we have to teach them that there are some things that need to be earned. We'll always want to give things to our children to see their faces light up with joy and excitement, but we have to make sure they understand and appreciate what we and others do for them, as well as teaching them how to do the same for others. Teaching children to be gracious and appreciative should start early in life. We all tell our kids to say thank you at the appropriate times, but do we remember to explain why? It's helpful to remind kids frequently that it's polite and important to be thankful for gifts, courtesies, and compliments. When you ask a child to hand you a toy, for example, you can show them your appreciation. You might overdo it a little when your child is young to make it more obvious. Have you ever noticed that when a toddler brings you something and you smile and gush, "Oh, thank you," at him, he'll go and find something else to bring to you? This is because you've made him feel good with your reaction. When you don't react the same way, the game stops being fun. Real life can be similar. It doesn't feel good to do something nice for someone and have them disrespect you or simply refuse to acknowledge your kindness. Explain this to your children. Let them know that just like they want to be appreciated, other people do as well. Even parents need to know their kindness is appreciated. Otherwise, doing nice things just doesn't feel as good. Sometimes I think I say this too often, but really it can't be said enough. Show your children how to behave by behaving yourself. Make sure you say your thank yous and your welcomes, and make a point of doing so in front of and to your children. You can be appreciative of things both big and small. "Thank you so much for keeping your room clean. That makes me very happy." Or, "I really appreciate that you play so nicely with your brother." And especially, "Wow, you made this for me at school. I love it. This is really special to me. Thank you." This is the simplest way to show children how to be appreciative, and often when they're young, children will automatically mimic this behavior because they love the smiles that they see as a result. As children get older, they have a tendency to leave their good habits behind. This isn't because kids become rude or suddenly don't want to do the right thing anymore. More often it's because they've become busy, have other things on their minds, or because now they have other kids at school as different kinds of role models. While these are obstacles, they can be overcome. I lean more toward using positive force rather than negative in order to get things back in order. Instead of threatening to take things away, I prefer to offer incentives. For example, instead of taking your child's video game privileges away, let him know that each day he has an opportunity to earn a certain amount of time in which he can play games. If your child's behavior is not up to the required standards, time cannot be earned. This way you aren't taking something away, but your child is rewarded for the correct behavior. Rewards tend to be appreciated more when you have to work for them. If you have more than one child, it can be challenging to make rules that work for everyone. Because different kids have different desires and different behavior patterns, you might not want to choose the same rules and rewards for all children. You'll want to create an individual earning plan for each child and stick to it. You'll need to determine what areas need improvement and what incentives you can offer to get there. Be flexible with changing incentives as your child changes his mind about what's important to him. As you show appreciation for your child's behavior with the rewards you've offered, as well as with your verbal reminders, you will hopefully see continued improvement. That's it for now. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to request a topic for the Mighty Mommy, you can email me directly at mommy@quickanddirtytips.com. This is your friend, the Mighty Mommy, wishing you happy and fun parenting.